What we're going to talk about today is the Mooneyes brand and the history of it. We've been dealers for about 10 or 12 years officially. This is the original Mooneyes shop in Santa Fe Springs. Dean started the shop and the business after the war. Originally he just did a few bits and pieces as a side job. In 1950 he started that, and then in 1957 he actually moved to the shop here shown in Santa Fe Springs. It's still in the same location, hasn't moved. The front facade's changed a little bit, but it is still the exact same spot and has been running there, which is a pretty neat bit of history. Here's a picture of Dean. I'm not sure when this photo was taken, but he was a legend. He really put the showmanship and that sort of thing into the drag racing and the salt flat racing by obviously having the bright yellow paint and the Mooneyes logo that he designed. He took it to, he was interested in lots of different things. He did the salt flat, Bonneville, drag racing, and just general car shows. Here's the original Mooneyes Dragster. I think it might be Armadale Raceway. I'm not 100% sure. This is a pretty old photo. This is the original car. Still around in a museum nowadays. This is Dean at SEMA. He was one of the first people to join on the SEMA board. And of course, there's a bunch of the cars and the shop. You can see how bright those colours are. You really cannot miss the Mooneyes design and that sort of thing. Now, there is a replica Dragster that gets taken around and still runs and drives, and Chico sometimes gets out and drives it. He has a bit of fun with it. It's run 9 seconds something, which in that little car is pretty scary. Here's some Bonneville type stuff. This is an old Bonneville shot. They raced at Bonneville and, over the years have done quite a lot. Unfortunately, Dean passed away in the late 80s and his wife not long afterwards, and the business kind of fell apart. The kids weren't interested. It fell into disarray, and the shop just got boarded up. But luckily, their first international dealer, Chico from Japan, stepped up, came on board, managed to buy the business, which took him a couple of years of negotiating and trying to work out with the USA government how a Japanese guy could do this, but he got it done, took over the business, and then he's left it running in exactly the same location and running it the same way that it was run all those years ago. Basically a family-run business, still huge promotion with the bright yellow paint and the Moonlight quipped and the Mooneyes logo, and he essentially rescued the business. Here's Chico on the left, and on the right is Chico, who is the USA manager, and they've been friends for 50 years and their love of cars and love of the Mooneyes brand has kept it going. Coming up, we've got a little thing. This is Chico's Bonneville race car. I'm sure it's run over 200 miles an hour. I'd have to check the exact one. But they're definitely car guys. They're really serious about it, and I think that's why it's kept going and the passion has kept going. A lot of the products are now just going to be shown. I'll run through some of the products that they did. Fuel block was one of the first one, and of course the Moon tanks. These are one of the most popular products. They do these for lots of different things. The Moon disc, as you can see, this is a bicycle one. Here's some that we put on a little Type 3 wagon that we turned into a van. And of course you get the screw-on ones like this and the clip-on ones as shown here. And here's some other stuff, like they do floor mats, lots and lots of different stuff. Like here's a banner. You can buy those, obviously. You can put them up in your man cave or your workshop just to make it look good. They do novelty license plates as shown here. You can see them. There's quite a few different designs. Once again, on the car, man cave, whatever. These are some of the products that we keep in stock. There's heaps more products that we don't, but these are obviously headlight covers, license plate toppers, shift knobs, dash knobs. It goes on and on and on. Coming up now, I think you'll see a gas accelerator pedal that you could use in your hot rod or a race car. Very cool looking bit of gear. And of course, this is one of the most popular products coming up now. That is the Barefoot Pedal. Here we can see some dash knobs. As it scrolls up, you'll see door lock knobs, valve caps, license plate bowls, and quite a few designs that Mooneyes do. Once again, really popular products. We sell heaps of them. This is a fairly new fluffy dice. We do a little bit of motorcycle parts, not a lot, but we can special order it in. This Mooneyes steering wheels are super popular, available in 8 metal flake colours, and then of course available in black and white. 15-inch chrome spokes with the 4 holes, and now come with the finger grip at the back, and really popular. Mooneyes gauges are super popular as well. Like, I've got a bunch of black ones here, as you can see, but they are available in white as well as all the individual gauges. You can also buy 5 and 6 gauge sets, and this particular set here, you'll see down the bottom of the Speedo, it has a little tacho, so that's the Speedtacular setup. Here are a bunch of the t-shirt designs. They do lots and lots of t-shirt designs. They're changing all the time, always updating, so we try and keep up. When the new designs come out, we'll bring them out. Here's some other stuff, like face masks, camping cups. We'll head into the sort of things like these, some stickers, like little trays for your pens and that sort of thing, leading into key rings, luggage tags, and up on the top right, they are your iron-on cloth patches. Here's a couple of the most recent t-shirt designs. These all come in sizes medium through to triple XL, and we try and keep some of those in stock. Here's another one of the banners. I've slid in the Max Grundy one. Now, most of the designs for the t-shirts are done by Wildman, who has worked at Mooneyes Japan for, I think it's a bit over 30 years. This is a poster he did. You can see his artwork and his design work, all hand done. Coming up now, you'll see these 2 designs here. If you look really closely, you'll see that these are hand painted on acrylic. So this isn't a print, this is hand done in one-shot paint. And these were for a couple of shows that we ran a few years ago. Here's one that he did for the guys at Mooneyes Sweden. Hank, if you're listening, how you going? He does lots and lots of poster design, and like I say, does all the design for the t-shirts. Mooneyes have always done lots of collectible stuff too. This is a limited edition esky they did, and then what I did was have Wildman do some pinstriping on it. But one of the things that Mooneyes have always done over the years is have things limited edition. So that's not available all the time. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't, sometimes we only get a few. But that's what they've done. And coming up now, you'll see a bit of a collection of stuff that's behind our counter that's displayed. Some of the stuff you just cannot buy. It's been super hard to find. The skateboard decks, man, you've got to be really quick. Like, I was lucky to get these. I sort of had to beg, borrow, steal, pull some strings to manage to get these. But that's how it goes. They kind of make this stuff really limited. On the right-hand side there, that box there, you can see with the Ed Roth, that was a limited release, only available at the Mooneyes Japan show. So if you weren't there, you basically didn't get it. And there were limited numbers, so you had to line up quick, get in there early, and hope there was still some left when you got there. You can see here even things like mugs, cups. Some of the stuff here that you'll see that's displayed is dealer-specific stuff. So at Christmas, they'll send little presents out to the dealers like myself and all the other guys around the world. I guess that's part of the Japanese culture, that the giving and the generosity of those guys is unparalleled. Here's a Volkswagen disc that I had them pinstripe up and do some artwork on. The bags they're shown were actually shoes. So the shoes came in boxes and came in with those bags. A bit later on, you'll see some of the shoes that are available. This design here coming up was from last year's show. That didn't happen thanks to COVID, but it's a pinball machine. That was basically the poster design. Unfortunately, that's really all we got was the poster. A bit more memorabilia from behind the counter, just some pinstriping stuff. This is a Moon authorised dealer sign, and just things that I've had them sign over the years as we've caught up with the guys. This is an old Mooneyes racing cam box, pretty cool box. I don't know if you still get them like that. Here you go, keep your distance, another COVID collectible. This is an old shoe box. That's what the shoes come in. Pretty cool boxes, so I thought, hey, I'll keep them. You know, some of this stuff, as I say, is pretty limited. Here's a couple of the Ratfink snow domes are from the Mooneyes Japan show, so you basically have to be there to get them. And just like a sign they did and put up for sale, so I thought, hey, that'll look good in the shop, I'd grab it. Here's a little thing we did ourselves. Basically a gumball machine. It was yellow, so hey, if it's yellow, why not make it into a Mooneyes thing? Really popular thing to do. The die-cast stuff is nuts. This is just my stuff. I don't have every single model, but they are releasing models all the time between M2 machines, Hot Wheels, and now even Matchbox releasing stuff. It's pretty hard to keep up. A lot of these are all the 1/64th. Along the back here, as you get closer, you will see a couple of really hard ones to find, which are the ones which are the from Mooneyes Japan. And we'll go up another level and you'll see a few more, some of the bigger models. You know, some of this stuff is getting a bit harder to find now. The T-Bucket is a bit of an older design. You know, the trucks, there's so many different things that they keep bringing out that it just doesn't stop. I would say about 10 different models a year, a few more coming up. These are the bigger ones, you know, 1/24th scales. The one up the back on the top, the sedan delivery, is actually Coin Box, and that's from over 20 years ago apparently. And the bare steel one there is a super limited release from M2 machines. Coming up now, you'll see some of the shoes. These are just the ones I've got. It's not a full collection, but that's as many as I've got. They're a pretty cool thing. You can only buy them at Mooneyes Japan show. Really hard to find. Sometimes I've missed out because I haven't been there. And this last set was ones where you got to put your own stickers on, and I haven't even bothered putting the stickers on. I've just kept them in the box. The guys sent the Dragster over to Sydney. This is a picture of them there. And coming up now, you'll see this here, and I think you'll hear it start up. Let's see.
Again, I just want to make notice to anybody who has children in the area, please make sure their ears are protected. For everybody else, you need ear protection before you do that. But this is one of those
You're on now.
you just
Definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Here's some shots of us when we were in the USA, visiting the guys. If you're ever over there, you have to call into the Mooneyes shop. You've got to go in and see them. It's such a cool place to visit, and you can go and check out the stuff. This is Chico's car, his daily. These are a couple of Shige's cars. So like I say, these guys are pretty serious car guys and really are the real deal. I hope that's all the info that you need. There's so much stuff I could talk about. There's probably a full episode of me just covering the Mooneyes Japan show, but that will have to be for another time. In the meantime, check in next week. We're going to cover the Perth Poker Run. Got about 100 pictures of that. And as I say, at another time, I will do some stuff on the Mooneyes Japan show, and with a bit of luck, it'll go ahead at the end of the year.